Halo guys, game on bersama Deplana dan sekarang kita main Vampire The Remorse for the Bloodness kedua, episode ke-7 melanjutkan episode ke-6. Kemarin kita mah ya misi sebenarnya, oh ternyata ada di dekat situ. Safia apa Safia gitu. Ternyata yang pas yang anak buahnya si ini RO Rose Rose gitu ke lupa namanya, itulah. Dan kita upgrade lah, kita dapat
That dealt with Onda's troublemaker. Nice work.
kita mendapatkan tadi kita grinding ya, dapat 1400 tap kali. Terus ntar lah kita baca-baca kodeks, kita mendapat ini Queen mahkota ya, upgrade ke mahkota ini nih, dapat baju dan terus klien ini nih. Aku nggak tahu nih klien apa ya. Trickster, oh trickster ini the attache. Klien tuh nggak tahu nama kliennya ya. Tak maunya klien the general. Dan seperti biasa, kalau suara saya nggak ada, suara gamenya ada, tetap upload. Kalau suara saya ada, suara gamenya nggak ada, live ulang. Kalau dua-duanya nggak ada, live ulang. Kalau suara saya besar, tiba-tiba kecil, tiba-tiba hilang, tiba-tiba besar lagi, minta maaf. Dan kecepatan kurang jelas atau gimana, minta maaf. Dan translate chatnya lambat, lag atau nggak ke translate atau gimana, minta maaf. Kemarin tadi grinding, benar-benar grinding kedua, grinding yang kayak gini di apa grinding nih ya, ini ungu paling nyebelin, ungu sama merah paling paling susah. Kalau yang pink kan kita lawan, kita bawa pulang. Kita culik lah. Safia. Kok Safia? Safia tuh mana? Gimana?
Just need a big score.
Nomad! Sheriff, you're here! I'm so... After all the stories, I mean... It's a privilege. Truly.
Let's get to the point. The prince told me that you would help me. The mark. She says you excel at research.
Oh, the mark. Yes, of course. But,
Kenapa?
there is... one thing. I hate to impose, and on you of all kindred. But...
But you know something, Emily listening. Saya dengarkan.
You may speak plainly.
Thank you. During the attack, some of the anarchs, they took hostages. People dear to me. Mortals I'd given my blood.
You want me to find your ghouls? Your retainers?
I just thought, with the way you handled Katsumi, I know this is another group, that the anarchs are in splinters, but I know you could do this. My assistants, they worked in Weaver Tower. If I have them back, it will be easier for me to help you. To research, I mean. It's just that they'll deal with my usual work, and I'll be able to focus.
You said your retainers are dear to you.
They assist with my research, yes. And they have shared my blood.
But it is more than that.
When I give my blood to a mortal, to anyone, I look for those in whom I see some part of myself. My old self. And I try to help them. For that, I think they love me. So you see, I feel responsible for protecting them.
The anarchs who stormed the tower, the ones who took your retainers. Katsumi's people?
I don't think so. The anarchs, there are so many factions. But Katsumi, she has reason to keep her head low.
This is not why I came. The prince asked you to aid me.
I know, and I'm sorry. I just, I can't even think straight. When they're found, once I know they're safe, you'll have my full focus. I promise.
There must be something you can tell me up front about this mark.
I can tell you it's arcane, which, as it happens, is my specialty. And I have a few ideas about where to start. I just... With all this worrying, you deserve my full attention.
Thank you for your trust. I will find your retainers. But this conversation is not over.
That's a relief. Oh, you can't know how much.
And I expect your help in return.
I'll begin my research at once. Just knowing you will search for them. Knowing they're safe.
Where should I look?
There's an anarch gang operating from a loading bay near the parking garage. I think it's the same group.
Then I will begin there.
Dos, tiga.
Small world.
How so?
This parking garage you mentioned, it's not far from where we first met, so to speak.
Ya, kenapa aku nggak ngomong?
Safia was really taken with those ghouls, sounds like. I knew she had people helping her. Campbell called them her pets. I can kind of see that.
Mana? Parkiran lagi. Biasa parkiran ram.
Remember, these aren't Katsumi's anarchs. They want to fight, masquerade be damned. Careful.
No one's getting through here on my watch. I need to wash my hands now.
Let's just get this dirty ghoul out of here.
The Tremere ones give me creeps. It's all that blood magic stuff.
Don't get me started. Come on, we need to get on. Let's just give it a shake, see what secrets drop out.
Let me kill it?
Of course not. We sell it. Hey, get over here!
Maybe I can convince the master to move to a new kind of estate. Well, that's former.
Here!
What do you get the Dominor who has everything?
Hey! I'm talking here!
Please, let me go! Are you sure there will be no repercussions?
Fuck!
I'm just a researcher! I am of no use to you!
Here! Help me!
Shit! Help! Eat shit! Get out of here! Get out of someone! Fucking hell!
I am not even at associate level! Honestly, the Camarilla will barely notice I was gone.
Dah berisik, diam.
Please, I beg!
You are free to go.
Pergi sekarang.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Terima kasih. Terima kasih.
Please, you must rescue the others. They dragged them away with talk of some anti-Camarilla plot in another city. They took them towards the subway station.
Ya.
Anti-Camarilla plot, huh? Sounds like a lot of effort to...
I should get paid for this, not harassed by the fucking cops.
Wish I had a bigger coat.
Banget. Banyak banget warna-warna. Sampai kuping.
I wonder what Fletcher's really got against these things.
No one better mess with us tonight.
Probably nothing, but... Waste of fucking time.
Gimana? Di bawah ya.
What? Something there.
Looks to be another of their vans. How they got it here in this snow, well, that's the real mystery.
No! No!
Only those county here right now.
making sure we're...
You definitely owe me.
You're fucking dead.
Sabar.
Shit, where are you?
I'll look.
Here! Help me!
Hello? Safia will be most
Now, are you ready to hurt?
under some agreement. Please, my work is important. You aggravate Miss Safia at your peril. This is most unwise.
Tamara.
You are Safia's people, yes? You are safe now.
Oh, thank you ever so much for your assistance.
Halo, selamat datang. Enggak,
Now,
man.
I do like a touch of courtesy.
But please, my colleagues. These ruffians separated us.
Enggak ada
I
niat
dread to think
buat
what's become of
tulis
them.
TSK
There's
buat-
more, huh? Let's look around. a
Ada,
spell.
ada. Bukan beli, ada sticknya ada. Gamenya tinggal download, tinggal apa? Ini game aja sih. Ada niat buat main Yakuza lagi ada.
Can't wait to live forever.
guess.
This is inconvenient. I was just processing an important sample.
Sabar.
Safia sent me. It is over. You can go home.
Pergi ke rumah kerja.
She did? I knew she wouldn't forget us. Please accept her gratitude. You have found the others?
They are safe.
Thank you. Thank you.
So the Anarchs are shaking down Safia's researchers for intel on the core.
And taking them to New York?
New York has a heavy Tremere presence. The chantry of the 5 boroughs. Figured they thought they'd make a quick buck. Reckon that's the lot. Safia will let us know for certain. Best we head back to wake the dead.
Ya, ada sesuatu kan. Tuh. Saja kita bawa itu, seperti ada misi lah, mini story. Ini paling nyebelin tuh. Susah ya kalau misalnya apa? Lebih gampang yang aku bilang warna pink daripada biru. Merah udah gampang. Tapi dia ngajak ribut. Kalau nggak ajak ribut tetap saja. Jangan kita bawa ajak ributnya, jangan tidak kita cari satu. Safia?
Sheriff, you're back.
And something happened.
My part is done. Your retainers are free. Now, tell me about the mark.
Of course, I will. But it's just that
Huh?
when I spoke with them, I realized Piotr, he was not with them.
Piotr?
My most dear. He had been with me for so long, and he was useful to me. Maria told me. When they took him, he died in the street to Anarch enthusiasm. You couldn't have helped. But still.
Without him, surely you can still assist me.
Of course I can. It just maybe slower than I hoped. I have never been good at loss. Will you stay with me? Talk to me? Distract me, perhaps?
How would you like to hear about the Nomad? Something you won't have learned from dry histories.
Truly? Yes. Yes, of course. There's so much I've wanted to ask. I don't know where to begin. Perhaps, well, the start? Before there was the Nomad, who were you?
I was, in fact, royalty. The wrong kind of royalty. My blood was considered a threat to the Sultan's claim. My early life I spent imprisoned in the cafes. I was lucky not to be executed. But time had other plans.
So your embrace, your sire, forgive me, the histories, I never quite learned. Would I know of them?
They rest now. That is all you need know.
I see. One more thing. I always wondered. The records say you left Constantinople in 1633, but that was the year of the Chibali fire, which burned a fifth of the city. It's said the kindred, they...
Roasted in their havens, yes. I still recall the smell.
You know, it happened here too once. A great fire. The same smell of... Never mind.
Lu and Prince Ryong. Tell me more of them.
I'm not sure... I mean, I've already... How do I say this? I think Ryong could make a good prince. I mean, she is a good prince. And Lu is basically a hermit. But if I didn't know better, and if I have your confidence, I'd say that Ryong would be prince in name alone. I wish it weren't the case, but here we are.
Can you tell me more of the Nosferatu, Tolly?
Tolly is just... Tolly. Perhaps that makes me naive, but I trust him. He was Campbell's eyes and ears before he was Ryong's, dealing with, well, you know, secrets. I've known him for, what, 30 years now? And before that, well, he mentioned San Francisco once, in passing. Then he got quiet, like he never does, and he... I don't think he's mentioned it since.
Did you have many dealings with Prince Campbell?
Of course. He ruled for decades. Not so much directly. I mean, I didn't know him. He liked to think he was in charge, that things were his way. But this city never really changes. Here, it is always Lu's will. It doesn't matter who holds the title. Tolly found Campbell, laid out in Pioneer Square, decapitated. We thought anarchs at first, but for the anarchs to destroy him, it makes no sense.
You know much about me. It's only fair I should know of you.
Me? Oh, I'm nobody. I'm just an apprentice. It's been so long now. But the pyramid is gone, and Mrs. Thorne, well, she says she sees no point in advancing me. She also says I lack proper grace and decorum, so I study. And I try to help. And that's enough. Aside from that, I'm just Safia. The most, that's all I've ever been.
That great fire in Seattle. What more can you tell me of it?
1889. Started by an overturned glue pot, if you believe the records. But I've always thought it interesting. So much was destroyed that day, yet not a single life was lost. No mortal life, at least. But so many rats. Lucky for us that Lou was there.
It was pleasant to talk, but I must leave. But I will return. Until then, see what you can learn about this mark.
I will.
Terima kasih, Safia. Terima kasih banyak.
Poor Safia. It's always a shame when you lose an old hound, if you take my meaning.
As long as she is not distracted from our agreement.
If anything, she'll be hankering for distraction. Just give her time. You did all you could. Well, I reckon that's your sheriff duty scene too, and I can feel that old fireball lurking on the horizon. So, in your own time, of course.
Apakah kita bertemu dengan Safia?
Just need a big score. We can call it a night.
Aneh banget. Kita nggak bisa kayak barbar ya. Istirahat kah? Bentar. Oh, bentar aja. Istirahatan. Apakah bergantian pemeran? Ya.
Well, it's an education to watch you work. You have a knack for treating folks the way they want to be treated. Some might call that buttering up, but I call it prudence. Social lubrication.
Carefully laid words gain more than bluster.
Oh, I get it, I do. I think this town could use a sheriff who listens before they punch. We've done our share of legwork tonight, that's certain. You want to work the notes, both high and low?
Safia is interesting. So attached to her ghoul. It is not usual.
Safia's always been scatterbrained. Used to hang around with my sire. Maybe my bloodline rubs off on some. I like her, though. Reminds me of more innocent times. And we both love getting our fangs into a good puzzle.
Growing so close to a mortal is a risk. Any mortal is a point of frailty.
And I suppose that's so. Though both pawns and princes were mortal once. Even you.
The masquerade is not a game. There is no room for error. Helping to feed Lou was not something I expected when I woke up.
Some might call it a come down, but there's a passel of weight in being a waiter. Folks treat you as furniture, and no one cares what shares here.
It is not easy for our clan. Taking time to choose our prey is difficult enough. I cannot imagine how difficult it is for Lou to get what she needs, locked away as she is.
Maybe. Wonder why she didn't just head out if she's so particular. Something's up, I'd say.
I now know more about how Katsumi and the Anarchs operate in Seattle.
You do? A little that even opened my eyes. I'd not known her arrangement with Benny. Caught between court and rabble and has been for a while. Seems to be steering the course for the best. And owes you a favor, which is not a thing to be sniffed at.
Katsumi and Ryong are cut from the same cloth. Both wish to rule this city, even if Katsumi will not admit it.
To rule or to stay afloat? It could be said of both, though I think Ryong's got a bigger boat.
It is good to discuss these things. But it is time to rest.
Sleep well then, Fire. Let's hope for a day without dreams.
Jangan sopan. Apa ini? Pertukaran? Hah? Ada pertukaran nih.
Well, hello there, buddy.
Selamat datang badanku.
Did what you said. I woke up.
Ayo
They set their feet upon the sod. Their lips split parched, their belly dry. Sweet succulence upon the vine. A sovereign full specified.
That's nice and all, but I have questions. Can you tell me your name?
Do I take you from your time, truth seeker? Do I interrupt your sleep?
I'm more interested in who you are.
They say trouble comes in pairs, detective.
apa kalian?
That's a truth.
Betul sekali.
They say trouble comes in pairs.
Iya betul. Tapi siapa yang ngobrol sama kita detektif ini? Maksudku berarti setiap nggak mungkin. Harusnya satu. Cuma kita doang atau?
They say trouble comes in pairs, and here I was with the first shoe in front of me, waiting for the other to
Wow.
drop. And let me tell you, this one was tight-laced and had a vicious tongue.
A deep sleeper? A goddamn deep sleeper? It is 8 o'clock at night and I've been standing out here for an hour. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt your me time, Mr. Detective, but someone wants to kill me and no one seems to care.
Still down. Kenapa? Kill you?
Oh, why kill? I mean, these days it's much simpler to dope you insensible and deposit you in King Street Station with a one-way ticket to Baltimore. Or rattle the gutter press with a nice little story exposing your fetish for patent leather brogues and Edison light fittings. Gotta say, I don't see that last one myself, but what can I say? Modern times. So, which is it, Miss,
Verona. And what the heck are you talking about? You are a detective, right? Look, it's real simple. I'm going through my purse and I find a goddamn death threat and this freaky looking sword thing.
Huh. Now that is interesting. A death threat and a decoration. Might I see them, Miss Verona?
That's why they sent me to you. I showed the officer at the desk. He said you'd help. Look, I went out last night with the girls, went through my purse for my keys this morning, and there they were. The letter, the cross thing, were there last night, and honest, this has got me shook up, Detective. Real shook up.
Oh, then you just let old Fabien take a look-see. See what shakes out.
Oh, ini yang waktu itu ya. Ini Verona, Ambra, Campbell, Hector, Marla, Misteri. Oh, masih ini Pandora ya.
Now this was familiar. Hello there, my little parchment pal. You got words to spill?
I am a death threat detective. That is my sole purpose, and all that you will get from me.
Good quality paper, but I see a few marks.
The finest thick cardstock as befits my role as a harbinger of doom. A few marks, I'll grant you, but I was folded very carefully. But then, alas, unceremoniously crammed into a purse filled with whatever junk the youngsters feel a need to carry. Not to mention the clear imprint I endured from the metal ornament that was my companion in travel.
The Cross of St. James. Pandora and cigarettes, sure, but he's still scratching at the armor of my think tank trying to get in.
Might I hazard a guess, detective? Was there not a case back when you were young? The gutter press called it the rebar killer.
No, so there was. But that was a long time ago. That case is cold as a corpse. Or I thought it was. Many thanks, loquacious letter. I'll talk to my boss, Benny. See if something is getting reheated.
Of course, detective. Remember that one should always put one's stock in the paperwork.
Now that's a truth. The SPD do love to fill their filing cabinets. I should rattle a few drawers too. See if any old bones fall out. That's quite a perfume you have there. Tangy, bitter, late nights and morning regrets.
Now, listen. I had to endure degradations to bear my message, you know. Dragged through smoke-filled dens, spattered with malt beer. Ugh.
Huh. So Miss Verona picked you up in a bar, then?
How dare you? Yeah, I mean, yes, I suppose so.
Nice choice of font and layout. A little fancy?
Why, yes. The seriousness of a matter is often best conveyed by a touch of formality. Just to make it clear, there'll be no messing around. And you see, I come from a quality printer. No smudging of ink or any little black lines. Which is, of course, the minimum standard in a well-phrased ultimatum.
Ha! Of course. Well, thank you, mysterious missive. I gotta blow the dust off the rebar killer case and grill our girl about her favorite hangouts. Message received and understood. The rebar killer. I'd heard that name many, many years before. If I remembered it right, in our world, he was Santiago, a hunter of kindred. What did that have to do with Verona? I wondered if Verona had... The folks would have stashed Verona in interrogation. I figured I should visit, since I did have questions for her. How's it hanging, Harry?
So good, Fabien.
Hey, come closer for a moment.
I'm food for you, Fabien.
Thank you. You won't miss it. Keep it real, Neil.
Nay, nay, Mr. Bright.
Kita ngobrol.
Any news, Detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. From the letter, I deduce you were in a bar last night, right?
Well, I did say I was out with the girls. Being honest, it's kind of a blur. But if you're gonna tell me I wrote the letter myself, I will not believe you.
Oh, I'm certain you couldn't do that, even sober. Some of these words are multisyllabic.
Well, exactly. But anyway, we had fun. We hit up a few places, the usual, you know. Oh, God, I didn't text any of the girls to let them know I got home. And I'm out of charge. Now I know there's a killer, but I need to go.
Stay here. You can alert the police.
I need you here, Miss Verona. You never know when a killer might strike, and here you are surrounded by professionals. Professional officers of the law, I mean, not professional killers. Though, of course, they are professionally trained to kill. And sometimes, yes, they do kill. Oh, never mind.
Well, all right, fine. At least you have Wi-Fi.
So I'm told. Plus, this frees me to focus on locating your tormentor and putting him safely behind bars. Strong, unbendable iron bars, which he is unlikely to be able to use in any kind of murder attempt.
What?
Never mind. Do you recall which dens of dissolution you visited? Bar chits, bills, outstanding tabs?
Why, Detective? Do I look like a girl who has to pay for her own drinks? Let me think. There were a couple of dives, but we were trying to get into the fancy places too. I guess we started off at the Glacier for cocktails, but I think we were gonna try and get into the Macomb later. We heard it's real exclusive. Like they don't even have a list. The bouncer knows you by sight.
Until later, Miss Verona.
Seattle PD.
Well, look who crawled out of their pit. What happened to the alarm clock Smithy got you?
It was a mite overzealous. I traded it to a buddy for an Everly Brothers single and a 1978 World Almanac.
Of course you did. You need something?
Any hot precinct gossip?
Your boss is in a good mood.
That is news. Any idea what's ringing Benny's bell?
Who can say? Maybe a kitten died or an orphanage burned down.
What's spinning, Wheeler?
You need new material, buddy. Nothing much, though. Fender benders, drunks, and me catching up on my backlog.
Season 3 of High School Detective?
Yeah. Just got to where Tammy has a run-in with the study buddies. Hell of a plot twist.
Where do we keep the cold cases? I'm looking for something that's probably in the deep freeze.
What's on your mind?
You ever heard of the rebar killer?
Huh. Yeah, right. My grandpappy talked about that one. He was on the force back in the day. Mob hits, something like that. They'll still be in the file room, though, just buried deep. Take a ball of string, you're liable to get lost in there.
Oh, don't worry. Me and the records department have an understanding. Stay safe, George.
Don't freeze.
Berarti masih ada lagi. Lu gimana ya?
I had an agreement with Bob. He would ignore all my requests, and I'd never ask him for anything. I'd do my own research. I found that asking the cabinets real nicely would make all the difference.
Ber.
Well, if it isn't my favorite Flatfoot, I knew you'd crawl back to me.
Hey, Philomena, you got me. I never can resist a well-packed set of suspension files.
So what is it today, Detective? A little dalliance with my dispatches? A thumb through my probation log?
Looking to heat up an old cold one. Know anything about the rebar killer?
Why, Detective, I did not expect someone to rattle my drawers so thoroughly this early in the evening.
Oh, you know I always try to be gentle. What have you got?
You'll have to forgive me. It's a little dusty around my fundament. But I do have a little something. Now that is interesting. Someone's been here before you. Oh, sure, there are news clippings, side notes, dockets and warrants, all marked for your man. All in 1925. But the main case file, that's been lifted. Frankly, I feel violated.
What have you got on the killer without the case file?
A skeleton in my cupboard. The bones of a Storian. The flesh is missing. A series of mob hits in early 1925. Turf war, the funny papers call it. A clear out of local persons of interest to the police, and to those who serve hooch by the gallon. Same MO every time. Cold construction steel through the heart and a swift chop to the neck. A 5-week sensation of slaughter, and then it all dries up in a record heat wave and a crackdown on bootlegging. No one ever found the heads. Huh.
Any word on D.B. Cooper?
The usual. A fresh note from Mr. Sator filed under unverified tips. This one says, Cooper's true objective was not the money, but a small, insignificant briefcase stowed in the cargo hold. The briefcase contained technology vital to the timeline's integrity. At precisely 8:13 p.m., a portal opened, allowing Cooper to slip into the future. The light turbulence was merely a side effect.
Malam harusnya.
If only they knew. Got anything new on the ghost ferries?
Now, we do have a letter here from one Captain Salty, alleging that the spectral boats are military. He says here there's an underwater base deep under Puget Sound. Enemy scientists are running aquatic time travel experiments. Apparently, it's a prelude to the Second Canadian invasion. He claims the first one already happened.
I guess he got something right. Anything that screams Bean Illuminati?
It's been quiet on that front. Too quiet. You do say they're always watching.
Well, they are always wide awake and a bit jittery. I'll see you later.
Oh, Detective, you just use me. You never even stay for breakfast.
cold night. I decided to visit a few places Verona might have stumbled out of. I needed to take a look at my options, figure out where to go first on my mental map of Seattle. I went down to the Dutchman for a word with...
Scroll aja.
I went down to the Dutch... Mr. Guru, can I impose just a moment?
Well now, Fabien, my man, I can see the ghosts in your trail. Don't pay them no mind.
Might I just take a tipple?
I'm always happy for a communion.
Bliss as always, old friend. Well, there's detecting to do.
It's a long road to the sleep of the just.
Di sini. Oh, bisa lewat belakang.
Silky only had 2 vintages of wine behind the bar, the white one and the red.
Bola kabel
No show tonight. Well, what Silky called a show. To me, it was a jackhammer and some energetic shouting.
Well, if it ain't my favorite gumball.
It's gumshoe, Captain, as I keep telling you.
Yeah, what is it? You found a crock of shit at the end of the rainbow?
Wheeler said you were in a good mood.
Did he?
I guess he was wrong.
Let's just say a horse came in.
I was wondering, you ever hear of the rebar killer? A case from back in the 1920s.
Long before my time. Name's familiar. Clue me in.
sangat panjang.
The news hounds called him the rebar killer because, well, he killed people using rebar. But for us, he was a hunter. Santiago.
Oh, shit, yeah. I've heard of Santiago. Took down a few of our big names, right? What about him?
The Macomb killing last week. Same MO, boss. Rebar, a missing head, and the sword of St. James.
So the puzzler of the precinct has another pet theory. Why should I listen this time?
Because whoever did the killing at Macomb last week was an expert. He's a risk.
I get it. It's thin, but we wouldn't want the chief to think we were asleep at the wheel. So go tell him. And tell him I sent you.
Tell Campbell.
Yeah, this turns out to be something I look good. If it ends up as dog shit, I tell him you slipped a leash. Get it?
I get it. I thought maybe we could chew the fat. Maybe catch up a bit. Did you read my case report?
Your evidence? 20 pages on the goddamn sonic grid? It's in the trash, along with your beam Illuminati bullshit. I ain't got time for your crap. Do your job.
But boss, this is important. Seattle's aural soundscape is a fusion of complex...
One more goddamn word and I'll staple your lips shut.
I better go, boss.
Yeah, you'd better.
Minggir. Allahu Akbar.
Huh. Someone must have smuggled this in. Smash a bottle in here and everyone would go real quiet. It had better be an accident, or the man himself would have a word to say.
Ngobrol?
Fabien, you old bloodhound. What can I do for the pride of the PD?
It's an investigation, Silky? Of the official kind?
Is it? Official? You mean official as in Seattle PD, or official as in Benny said so, or some other sort of official?
There was a girl, last night, here with friends and having a good time.
Listen, my friend, you know the rules. All sorts of people pass through. I don't ask their business, they don't ask mine. I mean, is this court orders, or a masquerade breach? Lay it out for me.
I think there may be a hunter out there.
This girl Kindred?
No, but...
Then I don't see the problem.
Just bend a little, Oak Tree. Was the girl here? Name of Verona.
Fair Verona, huh? You sound rattled by this scene, buddy. I don't know the name. Why are you asking? If this isn't court or a breach of the mask. A hobby? A bird you've taken under your wing? Because there won't be trouble here, saint or sinner. Send her over if you want her to have a safe night out. But no who did what questions answered for you or for anyone. Not unless it's real Kindred business.
I know it, I respect it, but this matters. I'll find a way to prove it.
Sure. I'll see you later, buddy.
Verona remembered the Macon bar, and I was sure they would remember her.
Dari sini ke
Verona remembered the Macon.
aja dekat. Ada mobil.
Anybody sleep around here?
Bar sama kembar dulu. Ini namanya kita membantu bagian untuk mengungkap siapa yang siapa gitu yang naruh begituan dan kenapa ngincernya dia mungkinan, tapi dua teori sih sebenarnya sama karakter yang karakter kita yang
From darkness and despair will come transfiguration. All is well. All is well.
Shelby, have you a moment before the rapture comes?
The world thrills as ecstasy reaches out for us both. Can you not feel it, Fabien?
I have work to do before the end. Don't go anywhere.
Keep your eyes towards rapture, dearest detective.
The world's still here. I was hoping you...
The blessedness surrounds us all.
I hope you're here when I get back.
We should ascend together. Do come back to me. You have bills to pay, kids to look at.
Verona remembered the Macon bar, and I was sure they would remember her.
Let it all go. Peace and serenity is just around.
Good evening to you, Patrick. How's my favorite portal security operative?
Uh-oh. Something up? Need to see the boss?
No. I reckon you're the right man for the moment. I need your memory. In particular, the memory of a woman named Verona. Name ring a bell?
You usually make it tougher. That one's easy. She owes me for dry cleaning. Tried to talk her way in, but she couldn't form a sentence, so I told her no. Then she puked on me. Nice girl.
Did you happen to see anyone following her? Maybe paying a bit too much attention?
Seriously? She vomited on my second best pair of pants. That's all I remember. And it's not a fragrant memory. You need anything else, or can I get back to the job I enjoy so much?
No. You have your duties to attend to, and your laundry.
Huh.
Verona said she'd been to...
Here, I don't freeze to death.
Apa ya? Maksudnya
Our
tadi
city is wounded, but this earthly state is a
Salvini
distraction. We will all be uplifted soon enough.
demo kah? Depan ini?
In the glacier, I've heard it said that people drowned themselves in champagne. Interesting way to die, I suppose. A little tingle as you choked. The glacier clearly hadn't updated its decor since the 70s. Decking the halls, Still a couple of weeks to Christmas. Lou always liked a big party back in the day.
Do you have business at our establishment, sir?
Seattle PD. And yes, I do have business. I'm trying to trace someone's movements.
Do go ahead, sir. The faster I can expedite your egress, the better for all.
I don't know much about birds of prey, but there was a young lady here last night with her friends. Name of Verona.
Ah, yes, that one. Let me save you some time. She and her party were ejected in the small hours for extreme intoxication. The language she used was not appropriate for our establishment, neither were her gestures, nor her choice of urination receptacle. I am only grateful that I did not, in fact, witness her movements.
Did you hear what they were talking about?
It is not my place to eavesdrop on our clientele, sir. That said, I believe the entire hotel will be aware of which show tunes Miss Verona cannot, in fact, sing.
Ouch. Well, at least she was in a good mood. Anything strike you as fishy last night?
No more than usual, sir. We are often afflicted with inebriates.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. They tell me you can get a cream for it. I better be going. I, need to feed the egress.
May you find joy in it, sir.
The spirit of goodwill and charity, as evidenced by the richest of Seattle. Everything looks festive, but all just for show. The great and the good of old Seattle. A catalog of those caught in Mistress Lou's net before she took early retirement. Beer was cheap at the hole in the wall.
Banyak orangnya sedikit, lumayan. Tapi nggak sedikit ya. Lumayan aman. Banyak.
A few Union Johnnies having a cold one, maybe.
Can you spare a moment for a few questions?
SPD, right? Yeah, go ahead. Quieter tonight. Not like last night. Man, that was a mess.
So what happened last night? Anything that stands out?
There was this one guy hanging out by the pool table. He was kind of creeping on a group of girls, you know, watching but never getting too close. The boss said he tried to warn him off, but this guy was hopped up on something real intense, scary. Boss called me for backup, but by that time the guy had gone.
Thanks. That's useful.
Cepat banget langsung dapat informasi kita.
The piano was more out of tune than Herbert Hoover, and probably is old.
Good view of where Verona was sitting from here.
So, tell me, Pockets, you see anything last night?
Could be any bar in any city, but you stroll right into mine, Detective.
There was a guy spent some time around you. Kind of a creep. You remember anything?
Now, how would I remember? Scores on the chalkboard are my only way of keeping a tally. Unless you're talking beer, sweat, and tears, Detective. This rough green holds its share of history, as I'm sure you know.
That's a fact. Talk to me of beer, sweat, and tears, Pockets.
Oh, must you only focus on my flaws? It's hardly fair.
Oh, they ain't flaws. It's the little wrinkles that make you beautiful, and the memories they hold. For example, last night.
Well, I blush to say it, but my current perfume is that of Day-old spilled beer. That and something else. Just a touch of dirt and fresh concrete.
Your perfume, the spilled beer. It's familiar, right?
Why, who I drink with is nobody's business but mine, Detective. But it is particularly crafty, with a malty bouquet.
I've got it. This is the same stale ale I got from the letter. The guy who stood here was our mailman. That whiff of fresh concrete. It's faint, but...
Oh, darn it. I reckon I've got something on my leg. Some varmint has smeared me with dirt, Detective. Soil, concrete, and just a touch of
steel and plastic and the heady aroma of porta potty. Our target came from a building site. But which one? Oh, now wait. I'll lay odds it was the Westenra construction site. Not too far and inhabited by anarchs, ghouls, and other lowlifes. Thanks, Pockets. Reckon I'll go digging.
I'd say don't get into any fistfights, Detective. But honestly, I don't think you have the balls.
Someone had a good night. Unless they were playing hearts. I used to like these things back in the day. Nowadays, it's press a button, put your hands over your ears. The hole in the wall needed a few dark corners. Younger kindred did like spaces to brood. I read somewhere that darts used to be weapons of war. Seemed the patrons here were on the losing side. Blip, bloop, bleep, bloop, plop. Never did get it. I did once win $100 from a one-armed bandit, but he died soon after.
Masih ada ini dia. Lakukan. Ini.
I wouldn't want to have to clean this place.
Ada lagi. Bisa nambahin. Mana?
Bad night to our heels.
Snow is gonna ruin my shoes.
The stars align. The future comes.
We will be uplifted. We will be blessed.
Just a precious moment, if I might.
Resign yourself, Fabien. Let your cares flow from you. Worry is for another day.
Oh, I have a thirst, and I wouldn't want to ascend with a dry mouth.
It is in your touch. I realize what divinity might be.
Gratis ya.
That is just what I needed, Miss Shelby. My thanks. You just keep spreading the good word. I have other things to do.
Do not waste your life, Fabien. Count your blessings instead. I know you struggle. I know you hurt. I know you are in pain.
Wih, cepat sekali bung. Lupa dia pakai ability apa sih? Dia nggak tahu klannya klan apa ini. Iya.
Spare a dollar? Really appreciate some help.
I never did like this place. Felt like a tomb, and not in a nostalgic memories and flowers way. More in a morgue slab kind of way.
Yep, harusnya benar.
What do you want?
Mau ngobrol.
Ah, Fabien. Well?
I need to see the chief right away.
He's out. What do you need?
Benny said to speak directly to the prince.
And telling me is just as good as telling him, so speak your piece or get out of my office.
The rebar killer is back in town.
The rebar killer? Nice name. And will the prince know who that is?
Just tell him someone came into the precinct with a sword of St. James. Twice in a week. The hunter is back in town. We need every eye peeled like an orange.
Rebar killer, pair of St. James's swords. Keep our eyes peeled. That cover it?
Don't ignore this, Miss Joyce. Santiago killed many of our kind. People close to me. Close to us all.
I'll pass it along. If he thinks it's important, he knows where to find you.
Well, thank you kindly then. We never really get the chance to talk.
You're right. We don't. Now, was there anything else?
I'll come back later.
I'm sure you will.
Asem gitu doang.
I headed down to the old Western Corp headquarters, a site plagued by construction woes and unsavory types.
Udah lari aja, lari kita lari. Kayak 2 kali lipat ya. Kayak 2 kali.
Can I feed the cat?
was that same scent of concrete Pockets had talked about. Not the best conversationalist. The place reeked, and it reeked of ghoul. A ghoul who didn't have access to a shower.
Foto Verona. Cross on James ya. Cyber. Biong. Apa siapa nih? Silky Guru.
So our stalker had a picture of Verona. Maybe that'd get Silky to open up. People like me are not supposed to fool around with gadgetry like you, but, let's say we get to know each other a little. Just in the interest of detecting, of course.
I am rugged of manufacture, but have had a tough life, detective. Be gentle with me.
I see you're low on juice. I'll be careful. How about emails? Anything in the email box?
You're not very confident on accessing my email box, are you, detective? It is the picture most like an envelope. Just to the left is a little snake.
Just tell me, please. I'm not made of fingers.
When you finally get there, one message in all capital letters for a special purchase to improve the life of a male. That is all.
Ooh, a natty coat? Maybe a new hat?
Something like that.
Any text messages? That's what they're called, right? Or is it SMSs?
Once you have fumbled your way through the menus, there is one smez that has failed to send. It says pizza.
Pizza?
No, very definitely pizza. It is always possible that my owner is slightly less tech-savvy than you.
He does eat, though, so that tells us he's unlikely to be kindred. Any pictures you want to show me?
What are you suggesting, detective?
Well, I don't know. Snaps taken by a miscreant?
All I have is a blurry image of a thumb. The wrong button was selected, perhaps?
Significant thumb?
It does still seem to be attached to a hand.
Given there's a national average of a bit less than 2, that does not narrow it down. Anyone left a voicemail?
Since you ask, yes. There is one young lady offering a good time.
What sort of good time? I've always been partial to 3 minutes past 12. If midnight's been and gone, drama is just not gonna happen.
Haha! Leaving that aside, detectives, there is one other message. I think you should listen to it.
Go ahead.
Open the package. You will see a photograph and a letter. Find the girl in the photograph. Make sure she receives the letter. She must not see you. Do you understand me, David? She must not see you. Now delete this message.
Guess David is a rebel.
Detective, I feel...
You all right there, fella?
Oh, hold me, detective.
Oh, dead. Oh, well. Nice work, little buddy. Maybe I should bury you somewhere.
Sini dulu.
I went down to the Dutch.
Bar. Kita nggak bisa.
Huh. Guess someone was using gas to keep the lights on.
Hey there, Guru. How's it hanging?
The sirens are wakeful, Detective. You should help them sleep.
Ooh, I have a mighty thirst on me. Would you share a drop?
Always. Always. The ghosts don't want you joining them yet.
Sorry, bro.
Now that's a kicker. I have a case to crack. Thank you, my friend. I'll be back.
You can heal the ghosts, my man. Just find your purpose.
Is that the light of hope in your eyes, Detective? You got something for me, right?
It's been a long night, and I've worn down the shoe leather. My feet took me to the haven of a ghoul. And said ghoul had a photograph of my Verona. He was charged with delivering a death threat to her by his master. Here, take a look-see.
A ghoul now. I wonder whose blood he was sipping. But you're right. This is our kind of trouble. The girl here, I have seen. She was in here last night. Said drinks were on her. That she'd come into money. She decided to make a life change and pawned something that was chaining her down.
Pawned?
Left a ticket stub as a tip. Worthless to me, but maybe useful to you?
Well now, that is what we call in the trade a lead. My thanks, Socrates.
A pawn ticket. I figured I should follow that lead to a pawn shop.
bracing Verona about it directly was less likely to get results. I had a question to ask Nico about Verona and her newfound wealth.
Sabar ya, sabar.
I mourn the old clackety-clack. Computers are all very well, but since they were invented, there's been a lot more profanity in the world. This little guy reminded me that I'd met a lot of suckers in my time. I always wanted to be that guy. You know, the one who wore a wire and brought down the criminal mastermind. And I think Safia and I gave up on crosswords back in the early 40s. Too predictable. Not enough spark. They said a cat may look at a king, but when it came to princes, I wouldn't advise it. You could go through 9 lives in surprisingly quick order. Nico helped me find knickknacks for my office. Knickknacks with history.
Friend Fabien, what brings you to my door? I've had nothing coming to your taste. Just rings of old marriages, necklaces of old mistresses. Junk, you know how it is. Discarded memories.
I'm looking for a memory. Came in last night?
Everyone here trades memories for dollars. You know that. What was it? Or who?
It was sold by a young woman in trouble, even if she didn't know it at the time. I have a picture, actually. Recognize her?
Ah, yes. That one. She was burdened on the way in and floated her way out.
I have a ticket.
Ah, that's right. A locket. One moment.
Progress. I don't know what prompted Miss Verona to sell, but this might give me answers.
Miss Verona? That was not the name she gave me. Ravenna, if I have it right.
Now, what is she playing at?
I hope in some way the item brings you joy. Even if it's the joy of detection, huh?
Did she say why she pawned the locket?
Oh, you learn not to ask such things. There is usually sadness or anger down those roads, and to be honest, I did not want to share in hers.
Klan ini ya, klan apa?
How's business?
The festive season approaches. At this time, I receive old gifts so my clients can buy new ones. Renting a moment of happiness. This year, more deposits than purchases. An air of desperation.
Hope the Christmas trade picks up.
Have a good night, my friend.
Yeah. Oh, namanya Ravenna. Bukan Verona ya kan? Ini Verona. Oh, yang tadi kita ngobrol Verona. Ini Ravenna siapa? Who is Ravenna?
I wondered if Verona had remembered anything else from her big night out.
Ah. Ravenna itu yang bilang iya. Ini dia.
You found something, right?
Verona bukan?
I'm looking into avenues, Miss Verona. Avenues and alleyways. I found this locket of yours at a pawn shop. Sold to the broker under a false name.
Oh, that's not mine.
I'm trying to catch a killer here. Bear it in mind and throw me a bone.
So do you think the threat is real?
It's nothing to worry about. There are lots of wannabe killers. Most of them never leave their family basement.
Well then, if there's nothing to worry about, I guess I don't need your help anymore. Good night, Detective.
I realized the conversation had taken a turn, and my case might have hit a dead end.
I've got nothing to say to you, Detective.
This wasn't good. I'd gotten off on the wrong foot. This needed a fresh start. Wasn't gonna speak to me. Oh, that would have just brought me trouble.
Any news, Detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. Well, they remember you at the Glacier Hotel.
I think they watered down their drinks.
Well, that may be, but like I said, they remember you. And because they remember you, they won't be letting you back in. I'd avoid the place for a while, maybe change your makeup, your name, or move to a new city. Gossip is a terrible thing. Oh, you certainly made an impression at the Macomb bar.
Oh my God, we got in? I'm sure it was amazing.
You could say that. You threw up on the bouncer. You're blacklisted.
Damn it.
I found this locket of yours at a pawn shop. Sold to the broker under a false name.
Oh, that's not mine.
Does the name Ravenna mean anything to you?
What? No, it doesn't. Not anymore. And I'll thank you to keep your suspicions to yourself.
It's my job to have suspicions, and you asked for my help.
It doesn't matter. Just keep your nose out of it. I don't need your help. Not anymore.
Something told me she wasn't going to be so talkative, which was a blessing, but meant I'd hit dead end on the case. I didn't think that was worth the effort. I I wondered if Verona had remembered anything else from her
Kalau
big night out.
Sabar. Pertama apa dulu? Pertama apa? Kembar. Terus, tar dulu.
I've got nothing to say to you, detective.
This wasn't good. Memory is fickle.
Any news, detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. Oh, you certainly made an impression at the Macomb bar.
Oh my God, we got in? I'm sure it was amazing.
You could say that. You threw up on the bouncer. You're blacklisted.
Damn it.
The Dutchman didn't strike me as your kind of place, but I was wrong. You were definitely imbibing there, loudly and copiously.
Wow, we made it to the Dutchman? I must have been out of it. We never go there. Way too sketchy for me and the girls. All that leather and denim, you know?
Much to my shame, I do know.
You made it.
You made it to the hole in the wall.
We did? Oh, guess we did.
Playing pool. They tell me a shady character was observing you from the sidelines.
Oh, yeah. Real sour face, that one. I told him where to stick it.
I imagine that you did.
Kalau apa dulu?
Well, they remember you at the Glacier Hotel.
I think they watered down their drinks.
Well, that may be, but like I said, they remember you. And because they remember you, they won't be letting you back in. I'd avoid the place for a while, maybe change your makeup, your name, or move to a new city. Gossip is a terrible thing.
Udah terakhir ini.
I found this locket of yours at a pawn shop. Sold to the broker under a false name.
Oh, that's not mine.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, it's not a crime I care about. Not like murder or streetcar fare evasion. But how did you come to sell it? And how does it tie into our killer?
I didn't sell it, I swear. But you think the threat is real?
I have no doubt. This killer is real and could strike at any moment. Granted, it's a mite less likely here in PDHQ, though it is still a possibility. But hey, we won't charge a rent.
If it's real, well, I guess I need to tell you. The locket isn't mine. It belongs to my sister. My ex-sister, Ravenna. Check the photo inside. That's me and her. She, used to be my twinnie. But she's dead to me. You gotta understand that.
She passed away.
Oh no, we just don't get on. She's gone kind of weird. How's the locket fit in? Does that mean she's in danger?
Everything is connected, miss. It's simply a matter of degree. Try asking Mr. Bacon sometime. If you don't know him, someone will. So, where can I find this twinnie, this Ravenna?
Heck, I don't know. We haven't talked in half a year. Last I heard, she was working at Atrium. That's why I never go there.
I see. Maybe your messenger didn't have a name for his intended recipient. Only a photograph, and a poor one at that. This'll get complicated. A visit to the atrium and its mistress takes my comfort thoroughly out of its zone. I'm told she doesn't like the cut of my jib. Between you and me, I don't even own a jib. But as for your situation, I believe you've simply been the victim of a failure in postal delivery, Miss Verona, as so often happens. The case is solved. Your sister is the one in peril. Hopefully I can make it to the atrium before it's too late.
Alhamdulillah.
What's the word, Wilbur?
Singers.
Believe me, buddy, you don't want to hear my singing voice.
I'd like a... Yes!
Anyone ever tell you you got a real kick? Farewell, Marcel.
Love you, Mom.
Sampai sini saja dulu ya. Ternyata panjang sekali, Bung.
As soon as I heard Verona's sister worked at the atrium, I knew I was in for trouble.
Iya. Sampai sini saja, jangan lupa like, comment, subscribe. Ketemu di next video. Jangan lupa senyum dan bagi hari ini. Terima kasih buat Kim Seon Bill. Thank you. Jangan lupa senyum dan bagi ini. Sinar cek boom 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 boom.